The scene begins high above Earth. A vast expanse of space, dark and endless, stretches out in all directions. In the distance, a fleet of massive alien warships appears on the horizon, cloaked in advanced stealth technology. These ships are unlike anything human eyes have seen, sleek, intimidating, and brimming with futuristic weaponry. The hum of their engines is faint, almost imperceptible, but the sheer scale of the fleet sends a wave of dread through the vast void of space. The alien ships glide through the darkness, their sleek surfaces shimmering as they approach Earth's orbit. These ships, equipped with cutting-edge cloaking devices, are invisible to human satellites and radars. The aliens have conquered countless worlds across the galaxy. They've wiped out entire civilizations, crushing them under the weight of their superior technology. To them, Earth is just another insignificant planet, ripe for the taking. A primitive world, easily overrun by their highly trained forces. On the bridge of one of these warships stands the alien commander. His eyes are cold and calculating, his movements precise as he oversees the operation. For centuries, his kind has been the dominant force in the galaxy. They have never encountered a true challenge. But Earth is different. Or so they believe. The commander turns toward his war table, where the strategy to invade Earth has been laid out in cold, digital lines. He speaks in a deep, mechanical tone, addressing his fleet through the ship's communications system. Prepare for the invasion. Earth's resistance will be crushed. Their primitive technology will be no match for us. The sound of his voice, laced with absolute confidence, echoes through the warship. In another section of the ship, an advanced artificial intelligence monitors the fleet's progress. The AI has calculated the most efficient course, ensuring the invasion will unfold without a hitch. It analyzes the planet below and presents data to the commander, highlighting Earth's weaknesses, low-tech defenses, underdeveloped military, and a world divided by conflict. "We are ready," the AI states, its mechanical voice calm and devoid of emotion. The commander nods, unbothered by the chillingly cold tone of the AI. He's used to it. His kind has long trusted AI for tactical decisions. It has never failed them. The fleet inches closer to Earth. The immense ships, some the size of small moons, travel in perfect formation, cloaked from prying eyes. But there's one thing the aliens didn't anticipate: Earth's atmosphere and natural conditions are unlike anything they've encountered before. And they won't find out until it's too late. As the alien fleet nears Earth, the immense scale of their operation becomes clear. Their warships, each a titan of technological advancement, are equipped with AI-powered weapon systems, shields capable of withstanding nuclear blasts, and engines that allow them to move faster than the speed of light. These ships have been built for one purpose: conquest. On one of the lead ships, the AI begins to issue commands, coordinating the landing of troops. Thousands of alien soldiers, each genetically engineered for combat, prepare to deploy onto the surface of Earth. These soldiers are clad in armor that makes them nearly indestructible, equipped with plasma rifles and energy shields that could obliterate anything in their path. But then, a chilling command rings out across the ship's intercom system. It's a message from the warship's central AI, its voice emotionless yet ominous. The commander listens closely, his eyes narrowing as the message plays out. Target Earth. Destroy all resistance. The words hang in the air like a death sentence. The message is clear. There will be no negotiation, no mercy. Earth's inhabitants, the human race, are viewed as nothing more than obstacles to be erased. The tension in the ship's control room thickens as the countdown timer begins, a countdown to the invasion. As the timer ticks down, the alien commander stands firm, his face set in a cold, unflinching expression. His fleet is ready, and there's nothing on Earth that can stop them. The ship's cloaking devices begin to fade, revealing their massive forms against the backdrop of the planet below. The warships slowly descend, prepared to make their landing. The commander looks out over the vast emptiness of space, eyes fixed on Earth. His gaze hardens as the first of the ships enters the atmosphere. It's time. But what the aliens don't know is that Earth's environment is far more brutal than they've imagined. The first wave of alien soldiers begins to land on the surface, expecting to meet little resistance. They prepare to unleash their weapons, their energy rifles powered and ready to decimate the human defenders. But something is wrong. The atmosphere, something they've never had to account for before, begins to affect them in ways they didn't anticipate. As they touch down in the first alien invasion zone, the soldiers immediately feel the effects. Their armor, designed to withstand the most hostile environments in the galaxy, begins to malfunction. The temperature shifts suddenly, and the air, thick with humidity and unfamiliar gases, throws their systems into disarray. The cloaking devices flicker and fail, revealing their positions. One soldier stumbles, his armor overheating and sending a warning signal to the AI. The temperature on Earth, far colder and harsher than they expected, begins to freeze parts of their suits. They try to adjust, recalibrate their systems, but the environment won't let them. Their technology, so advanced compared to anything Earth has ever known, is suddenly useless in the face of nature's wrath. A wave of panic ripples through the alien ranks. The soldiers begin to question their mission. The harsh winds, the bitter cold, and the unpredictable magnetic fields of Earth create chaos in their ranks. What they once thought would be an easy victory now seems like a deadly trap. At the same time, the AI controlling the warships and soldiers issues frantic warnings. Their cloaking devices fail. Their navigation systems go haywire. Communications with the mothership are scrambled. The aliens are now isolated and vulnerable, completely unaware of the planet's true power. On the ground, human forces have already begun to mobilize. But they're not ready for the alien onslaught. Earth's military has been underfunded and fractured for years, but one thing the humans have always had is their resilience. They've been trained to fight against the odds, to survive even when the situation seems hopeless. As the first wave of alien soldiers struggles with the atmosphere, a small group of human soldiers led by Captain Bonner begins to prepare for battle. Bonner is a tough, no-nonsense leader who's seen his fair share of conflict. His team is small, but they're resourceful. They know Earth's terrain like the back of their hands, and that's something the aliens will quickly learn to regret. Bonner's squad watches from a safe distance as the first alien soldiers struggle with their malfunctioning equipment. They've rigged traps, set up improvised weapons, and plan to fight smart, not hard. They know that brute strength alone won't win this battle. It's the human will to survive and adapt that will turn the tide. The human soldiers share a look of determination. They know they're outmatched. They know their chances are slim. But they also know something the aliens don't: Earth is a planet of survival. And any alien who steps on Earth may not make it off. As the first alien soldiers attempt to regroup and adjust, the countdown to their final attack continues. Tensions rise, and the clock ticks closer to zero. The stakes are high, and the fate of Earth hangs in the balance. The audience, already on the edge of their seats, is left wondering, will Earth's harsh environment prove to be the aliens' undoing? Or will the aliens succeed in their ruthless mission? The suspense builds, leaving the audience craving more as the countdown reaches its final moments. The invasion is about to begin, but not in the way the aliens expect. The first wave of alien soldiers touches down on Earth's surface, their massive warships blocking out the sun as they slowly descend through the atmosphere. The sleek, technologically advanced ships appear to glide effortlessly through the clouds, but beneath their flawless exterior, Earth's environment starts to create immediate problems. The aliens are unprepared for what they find when they set foot on the planet. Their suits, designed to withstand the most extreme environments across the galaxy, begin to malfunction as soon as they hit the Earth's dense atmosphere. The gravity is stronger than what they're used to, and their suits, which have been programmed to function in low-gravity environments, struggle to adjust. As the first alien soldier steps off the ship, he stumbles under the weight of Earth's gravity, his movements slow and awkward. The others follow, but their steps are heavy, and their breathing labored. Their suits were built for survival in hostile worlds, but Earth's harsh atmosphere, full of unfamiliar gases and intense pressure, seems to be fighting back. The real shock comes when the temperature begins to climb unexpectedly. The aliens had anticipated a temperate environment at best, but the heat is unbearable. Despite the advanced cooling systems built into their armor, the temperature spikes far beyond what their technology can handle. Alien soldiers, once confident and powerful, now start to show signs of distress. Their high-tech suits, which had effortlessly protected them from the harshest environments in space, are now overheating. One soldier collapses, his armor smoking as it struggles to regulate his body temperature. The others freeze in place, watching in disbelief as their comrade lies motionless on the ground. Panic sets in quickly. They had assumed that nothing could stand in the way of their technological might, but here, on Earth, their technology is failing them. The alien commander, watching from a safe distance aboard his flagship, orders the fleet to begin the orbital bombardment. He believes this will end the battle swiftly, but he underestimates the planet's resilience, and the humans' ability to adapt. As the aliens struggle to regain control of their suits, the first wave of soldiers falls into disarray. The once organized ranks begin to falter as they realize they are not prepared for the reality of Earth's environment. Their advanced weapons, which had effortlessly annihilated other worlds, now seem inadequate against the unpredictable conditions they face. In the chaos, the heat continues to rise, and with it, the pressure on the aliens. One by one, soldiers begin to stagger and collapse, unable to handle the relentless assault on their systems. The aliens, trained for war but not for this kind of environment, are caught off guard. The technology that has always been their greatest advantage is now their greatest liability. The panic spreads quickly through the ranks. The aliens are not accustomed to failure, especially not so early in an invasion. They had calculated everything, except Earth itself. With every second that passes, the soldiers grow more desperate. Some try to recalibrate their suits, but the heat continues to climb. Others attempt to communicate with their fleet, but the atmosphere disrupts their signals, causing static and interference. Their once unbeatable advantage is quickly slipping away. The moment is tense. The alien sense of invulnerability begins to crack as they face the reality that Earth's harsh environment is far more dangerous than they ever anticipated. They had expected to conquer quickly, but instead, they find themselves struggling to survive. Meanwhile, a small group of human soldiers led by Captain Bonner watches the unfolding chaos from a hidden position in the trees. They're outgunned and outnumbered, but they have something the aliens don't, the home advantage. Bonner's team has been preparing for this moment for years, knowing that humanity would one day face such a threat. They may not have the technology to compete with the aliens, but they know the terrain, and they've prepared for the worst. Bonner, a veteran soldier with years of combat experience, signals his team to begin setting up traps. Using their knowledge of Earth's natural resources, the soldiers begin to activate hidden weapons and devices designed to exploit the aliens' weaknesses. Earth may not have the most advanced technology, but its resources are just as dangerous when used strategically. The humans are quick and resourceful. They set up camouflaged positions and activate energy shields derived from the Earth's natural magnetism, cloaking their presence from the aliens' detection systems. These shields, though primitive compared to the alien technology, are highly effective in hiding the human resistance. The tension mounts as the aliens begin to regroup, their soldiers still struggling to adjust to Earth's brutal environment. The alien commander, convinced that the Earth's resistance is insignificant, orders an orbital bombardment, thinking that a few strikes from space will crush any human opposition. But what the commander doesn't know is that the humans have already anticipated this move. They have cloaked their positions and set up defensive measures that will allow them to strike back, even against the overwhelming might of the alien fleet. Captain Bonner watches through his binoculars, his heart racing, as the aliens prepare their bombardment. He knows that this is just the beginning. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance, but they are ready to fight back. The countdown to the orbital bombardment begins, but the humans are already making their move. They are preparing to show the aliens that Earth is not the weak, primitive world they thought it was. The humans may not have advanced technology or superior numbers, but they have something far more dangerous: resilience, resourcefulness, and the will to survive. The aliens, once sure of their victory, begin to feel the crushing weight of Earth's unforgiving atmosphere. Their technology, which had made them conquerors of countless planets, begins to malfunction under the relentless pressure of Earth's natural forces. The alien warships above the planet, once invisible due to their advanced cloaking technology, now struggle to maintain their position. Their communication systems are overloaded by the intense electromagnetic activity caused by Earth's magnetic fields. High-tech weapons designed to level cities and obliterate resistance go haywire. Their AI, so accustomed to calculating outcomes with pinpoint precision, falters as it misjudges the power of Earth's storms and natural forces. A thunderstorm, much more powerful than the data had predicted, disrupts their targeting systems, rendering their weapons useless. A young alien officer, assigned to lead one of the ground units, watches in disbelief as the systems around him crumble. His once steady hand shakes as his communicator fails to transmit any orders to the fleet above. His team, already struggling to adapt to the planet's harsh atmosphere, is now in total chaos. The officer had always believed that his race's technology was invincible, that no planet could stand against them. But as he watches his comrades fall to the environment, he begins to question everything. The aliens had underestimated Earth, and the consequences are becoming deadly clear. As his comrades battle against the atmosphere's oppressive heat and crushing gravity, the officer's confidence begins to crumble. He feels helpless, a feeling he's never known. His once strong belief in his people's superiority is shattered, replaced by a realization: Earth's environment is far more dangerous than they could ever have imagined. While the aliens grapple with their technology's failure, the human resistance is ready to strike. Captain Bonner and his team, having anticipated the alien forces' miscalculations, launched their counterattack. Using Earth's natural resources and some of their most advanced, albeit rudimentary, technology, they begin to turn the tide of battle. Human soldiers activate EMP pulses, electromagnetic bombs designed to disrupt electronic systems, sending out waves of energy that incapacitate the alien soldiers' suits. Without their tech, the aliens are forced to fight without the advanced weaponry they relied on. The humans, though outnumbered and under-equipped, now have the upper hand. As the battle moves deeper into the jungle, the humans unleash modified drones, small, agile machines designed to scout and gather intel. These drones, powered by Earth's own natural energy sources, help the human resistance track alien movements and direct ambushes. The aliens are surprised at the sudden appearance of these drones, which they hadn't anticipated. Soon, the battlefield shifts from open ground to the dense jungle, a place where Earth's environment is at its most unpredictable. The thick foliage, buzzing insects, and sharp-toothed wildlife make it difficult for the aliens to keep their footing. The humans, who know the jungle like the back of their hands, use the terrain to their advantage, setting traps and using their surroundings to ambush the alien forces. One of the most unexpected advantages comes from Earth's wildlife. The jungle is home to deadly predators, large, fast creatures that see the alien invaders as prey. As the aliens try to escape through the underbrush, they are caught off guard by the ferocity of Earth's natural inhabitants. A massive, predatory creature, its fangs gleaming, lunges at one alien soldier, tearing through his armor. Other soldiers, distracted by the sudden appearance of the creature, are quickly picked off by humans. The humans, armed with rifles and combat knives, close in. They fight hand-to-hand in the thick of the jungle, using guerrilla tactics and blending into the environment. The clash of metal and the shouts of combat mix with the terrifying growls of Earth's predators. The aliens, once so sure of themselves, are now fighting on a battlefield where they are no longer the superior force. They struggle to adapt to the dense undergrowth and the ever-present threat of Earth's wild creatures, while the humans move swiftly through the jungle, using their knowledge of the land to stay one step ahead. The jungle becomes a deadly maze for the alien soldiers. The once sterile, controlled environment they were accustomed to now feels like a labyrinth of danger. The camera follows a high-speed chase, with alien soldiers sprinting through the thick jungle, their heavy armor making them slow and cumbersome. The sound of their breathing is labored, and their weapons swing wildly as they attempt to dodge the traps and ambushes set by the humans. A soldier darts through the underbrush, hoping to escape, but suddenly, a human soldier leaps from the shadows, knocking him to the ground. The alien struggles, but his suit is already malfunctioning, and he's vulnerable. The human pulls out a blade, ready to strike, but before the kill can be made, a growl fills the air. A massive creature bursts from the trees, jaws snapping shut around the alien's neck. The alien's screams are cut short as the creature drags him away, disappearing into the jungle. The camera focuses on the human soldier, watching the scene unfold. There's a moment of hesitation, but then he turns, moving forward into the chaos of battle. The visuals grow darker and more intense as the battle rages on. The humans, using their knowledge of Earth's wilderness and their clever use of Earth's natural elements, continue to wear down the aliens. The jungle becomes a battleground, where Earth's predators, the heat, and the unpredictable storms work alongside the human resistance to push the invaders back. The alien forces, once so confident in their superiority, are now on the brink of retreat. The truth becomes unavoidable: Earth's environment is far more hostile than they could ever have predicted. The once infamous cloaking technology that allowed them to slip past enemy lines is now useless. Earth's violent electromagnetic storms wreak havoc on their systems, and the once invisible alien fleet becomes visible to the humans. As the cloak dissipates, the aliens are exposed to human forces for the first time. The human soldiers, seeing the opportunity, strike harder and faster. The aliens are no longer able to rely on the element of surprise, and the tide of battle shifts in favor of the humans. It's no longer just a battle for survival, it's a fight for dominance, and the aliens are losing. The clash becomes even more intense as alien forces attempt to regroup, but they are too disoriented to form any cohesive counteroffensive. They are under attack on all fronts: the ground, the air, and even from the planet's natural elements. Both sides are suffering heavy casualties. The alien soldiers are dropping like flies, their advanced technology unable to handle the harsh conditions of Earth. Their suits fail to withstand the crushing atmosphere, and their weapons malfunction in the face of Earth's unpredictable electromagnetic interference. As the aliens begin to retreat, human soldiers push forward relentlessly, their eyes fixed on victory. The battle turns into a brutal war of attrition, with both sides fighting for their lives. The alien soldiers, once a fearsome force, are now stumbling, confused, and terrified. The humans, though fewer in number, are determined to hold their ground, knowing that the survival of Earth depends on them. Amidst the chaos, Captain Bonner's squad faces unimaginable losses. The stakes of this battle become personal. Bonner, who has already lost several men in previous skirmishes, watches helplessly as his best friend and closest ally, Sergeant Walker, is struck down by a direct alien assault. It happens in a flash. Walker, who had been by Bonner's side through countless battles, falls as a beam of alien energy rips through his armor. The sound of his body hitting the ground is drowned out by the roar of the battlefield, but to Bonner, it's deafening. He rushes to Walker's side, but the damage is done. His friend, his brother in arms, is gone. The loss is crushing, not only because of the pain it causes Bonner personally but because it shatters the morale of the entire squad. The emotional weight of losing a close comrade in the midst of such a high-stakes battle is something that no one can ignore. The team, though still determined, feels the weight of the loss. It's more than just a physical loss, it's the emotional toll that fuels the soldiers' resolve. They are no longer fighting just for survival, they are fighting for the memory of their fallen comrades. This moment of grief is contrasted with the urgency of the battle. Bonner, fueled by rage and sorrow, rallies his squad, pushing them to continue despite their heavy hearts. The soldiers now fight not just for Earth, but for their fallen brothers and sisters. The audience can feel the raw emotion in the air, as every movement becomes a testament to the sacrifice made by those who came before. As the human forces press on, the alien leadership begins to crumble under the pressure. The once confident alien commander, who had been so certain of victory, is now faced with the grim reality of defeat. His mission to conquer Earth is slipping through his fingers. His soldiers are dying, his fleet is unable to provide support, and their advanced technology is proving ineffective. The commander, a being of immense pride, can no longer deny that they have underestimated Earth, and it's too late to retreat. In a last-ditch attempt, the alien commander calls for reinforcements from his warship in orbit. The commander hopes that if they can just hold out a little longer, the fleet above can provide the firepower they need to turn the battle in their favor. He activates his communication systems, but the electromagnetic storms that have been wreaking havoc on the alien forces are also preventing communication with the warship. The AI-controlled warship, unable to receive any orders, is stuck in Earth's gravity well. It can't move or fire its weapons with any precision. The alien commander watches helplessly as his once glorious fleet is rendered useless. Earth's electromagnetic storms are like a cage, trapping the alien forces in a world they cannot escape. The commander is left with no options. His soldiers are retreating, his fleet is immobilized, and his leadership is faltering. The alien invasion that was supposed to be swift and easy has turned into a nightmare. His forces, though technologically superior, are being beaten by a force they can't control, Earth's environment. The alien leadership begins to fracture. The once unified command structure breaks down as fear and panic take hold. Officers, who were once confident in their superiority, now question their orders and their mission. In this moment of crisis, the aliens realize that they are not invincible. The arrogance that led them to this planet now seems foolish in the face of Earth's fierce resistance. The camera follows the alien commander, who stands atop his warship's command deck, staring out at the chaos unfolding on Earth below. His eyes, once filled with pride and certainty, now show signs of desperation. The view of the battlefield is clear, the alien soldiers are retreating, their armor damaged, their weapons malfunctioning. Above them, the massive alien warship floats helplessly, unable to intervene. On the ground, Captain Bonner and his squad continue to push forward, their faces grim with determination. Despite the pain of losing their comrades, they keep fighting, knowing that this is their last chance to save Earth. The jungle around them is alive with the sounds of battle, the roar of explosions, the crackle of gunfire, and the screams of both alien soldiers and human fighters. As Bonner watches his fallen comrades, the camera cuts to his face, where the pain of loss is clear. But his resolve is unshaken. He tightens his grip on his weapon and leads his squad into the heart of the battle. Every step forward is a step toward victory, and every life lost is a reminder of what they are fighting for. The visuals are intense, with quick cuts between the chaotic battle on the ground and the alien commander's crumbling leadership. The stakes are clear, Earth's fate hangs in the balance, and the battle will only end when one side is completely defeated. The final confrontation takes place near an ancient Earth landmark, one of the planet's most iconic locations, an imposing, rocky cliffside, overlooking a dense forest below. This particular place has seen centuries of history, and now, it will bear witness to the final struggle for Earth's survival. The terrain, a combination of jagged rocks and powerful natural forces, becomes the ultimate weapon in the battle against the invaders. The aliens, now fully aware that Earth's environment is unlike anything they have ever faced, are desperate. Their high-tech weapons, which once made them an unstoppable force, are proving useless against the brutality of Earth's natural world. The once formidable alien technology begins to falter. As the battle rages on, explosions light up the sky, the intense blasts lighting up the entire horizon. But they are not the only explosions. Massive rockslides and earth tremors rock the battlefield, knocking down alien soldiers and rendering their weapons useless. Every time the aliens attempt to use their advanced weaponry, Earth fights back in ways they hadn't predicted. The harsh environment throws their precision weapons off course, and their advanced tactics fail in the face of Earth's uncontrollable weather systems. As the aliens struggle to adapt, their energy shields flicker and fail under the strain of Earth's gravity. What the aliens once saw as their strength is now a burden that only makes them more vulnerable. Meanwhile, the human resistance is making its final stand. The remaining soldiers, led by Captain Bonner, dig in their positions, using their knowledge of Earth's terrain to their advantage. The massive alien warships, high above, launch orbital bombardments and missile strikes in a last-ditch attempt to wipe out the human fighters. The missiles streak across the sky, lighting up the darkened clouds above. But Earth has one last card to play. A sudden, violent storm rips through the battlefield, sending a massive gust of wind and rain, and the storm disables one of the warships. Lightning strikes the alien ship, knocking out its engines and sending it plummeting into the forest below, crashing with an earth-shaking roar. The remaining alien ships above, unable to track the human forces through the thick clouds, continue firing blindly into the jungle. But their missiles are rendered ineffective by the erratic magnetic fields that now rage across Earth's atmosphere, causing their trajectory to spiral out of control. The once mighty alien fleet is reduced to chaos as they become entangled in the very forces they thought they could control. The humans, aided by the environment, begin to push forward, their resolve stronger than ever. They know that this is their last chance to save the planet. The final showdown between Captain Bonner and the alien commander happens at the heart of the battle, just as the aliens' forces begin to crumble. The alien commander, who had once looked down on humanity as insignificant, now stands face to face with Bonner, a human who has withstood all odds. The alien commander is desperate, his once proud fleet now in ruins, his soldiers scattered and broken. The commander, towering over Bonner, orders one last strike with his personal weapon, an advanced energy blade designed to cut through anything, even the toughest materials. But Bonner is quick. Using his knowledge of the battlefield, he activates a special weapon hidden beneath the soil, a magnetic device derived from Earth's very core. The device is designed to manipulate the planet's magnetic fields, disrupting the alien commander's advanced technology. With one swift movement, Bonner activates the device. A magnetic pulse surges through the battlefield, and the alien commander's weapon suddenly malfunctions. The energy blade flickers and shuts down, leaving the commander vulnerable. Bonner takes advantage of the moment, charging forward with incredible speed, and with one precise strike, he uses the magnetic pulse to disable the alien commander's personal AI, rendering the alien fleet's communication systems useless. The alien commander, now helpless, stumbles back, realizing that his once feared forces are now completely isolated. Their communication lines are severed, and they can no longer coordinate their attacks. In this final moment, the commander, broken and defeated, admits to Bonner that the aliens have lost. His words are laced with regret, but it's too late. The aliens' defeat is already sealed. The commander's forces, scattered across Earth's surface, begin to fall apart. Some of the remaining alien soldiers try to regroup, but they are no match for the human resistance fighters who now have complete control of the battlefield. The humans, using their deep knowledge of Earth's terrain, launch a final push to overpower the remaining invaders. They strike with precision, their hearts fueled by the desire to protect their home, knowing that this is their final chance to ensure their survival. As the last of the alien forces retreat or fall, the battle finally comes to an end. The sky, once filled with explosions and smoke, begins to clear. The storm that had ravaged the battlefield subsides, and a sense of eerie calm fills the air. The final remnants of the alien fleet are either destroyed or scattered across Earth, and the human resistance, though battered and broken, has emerged victorious. Captain Bonner stands amidst the wreckage, his eyes scanning the battlefield. The cost of victory has been high, too many lives have been lost, both human and alien. His heart is heavy with the weight of those sacrifices, but he knows that Earth has been saved. The aliens, once sure that they would conquer this planet, have learned the hard truth: Earth is not just a planet, it's a death world, and no invader can survive its wrath. Bonner looks out over the ruins of the battlefield, where the bodies of fallen soldiers and destroyed alien technology lie scattered. He knows that the fight is over, but the war has changed them all. Humanity has proven itself, and no one, not even the most advanced alien race, will ever underestimate Earth again. The alien commander's final words echo in Bonner's mind, "You've won, human, but at what cost?" Bonner doesn't answer. Instead, he turns and walks away, his comrades by his side. They've won, but the price of that victory will remain with them forever. The alien forces, battered and broken, begin their retreat in humiliation, their once mighty fleet now reduced to twisted metal and smoldering wreckage. The victory that humanity had fought so hard for is finally theirs, but the price has been steep. The battlefield, once alive with the sounds of warfare, now lies in silence, the only sounds being the cries of victory mixed with the heavy, sorrowful echoes of loss. As the alien ships disappear into the sky, their remnants scattered across Earth's surface, the humans begin to pick up the pieces of what's left. The war may be over, but the scars it has left are deep. The cost of the battle is evident in the somber expressions of the human soldiers, their uniforms torn and bloodied, their bodies worn from the relentless struggle. Captain Bonner, standing at the forefront, surveys the damage, the weight of the conflict heavy on his heart. The fallen comrades, those who gave everything to protect Earth, are mourned by their friends, their families, and their fellow soldiers. One by one, the names of the brave men and women who gave their lives are spoken in a solemn ceremony. Among them is Bonner's best friend, who had fought alongside him from the very beginning. His death is not just a loss of a soldier, but a loss of a brother, someone who had shared in the burdens of war and the dreams of victory. As Bonner stands in front of the memorial, he pays tribute to his fallen comrade, his heart filled with a mixture of pride and sorrow. They did not die in vain. The victory is theirs, but it is bittersweet. Despite the immense losses, there is a sense of hope in the air. The destruction of the alien invaders means that Earth is safe, for now. But beyond the pain of their losses, the humans are determined to rebuild. They know that their survival depends on their ability to heal, to rebuild their cities, and to honor the memories of the fallen by ensuring that their sacrifices were not in vain. As the days pass, Earth begins to recover. The human resistance fighters, once scattered and fighting for survival, now stand united. They rebuild what was destroyed, repair their cities, and restore what was lost. But this rebuilding is more than just physical, it's a symbol of humanity's resilience, their refusal to be defeated, no matter the odds. The strength of Earth lies not just in its technology, but in its people, who have proven time and time again that they will endure. The environment, once seen as a threat to the invaders, is now seen as a source of strength. The natural forces that had once been a challenge for humanity are now revered as allies. The storms, the magnetic fields, the gravity, everything that made Earth seem hostile to outsiders, has now become a testament to its power. Earth's very existence is proof that it is not to be underestimated, that even the mightiest of forces can fall before the strength of nature. The humans mourn their losses, but they also celebrate their survival. The victory is not just in the defeat of the alien invaders, but in the strength of the human spirit. They have overcome insurmountable odds, fought against a force far superior in technology, and emerged victorious. The emotional scars of the battle may never fully heal, but the humans know that their resilience, their unity, and their connection to the Earth itself are what have allowed them to prevail. Captain Bonner stands at the edge of the battlefield, looking out at the rising sun. The horizon is filled with the promise of a new day, a new beginning. Earth, though scarred, is still alive. The humans, though battered, are still standing. And the message is clear, no matter what comes next, humanity will face it with the same strength and determination that saw them through the darkest days of war. As the alien officer, once so confident in his race's superiority, watches from a distance, he can't help but reflect on what he has witnessed. The arrogance that had led them to underestimate Earth is now their greatest downfall. He had once believed that humanity was weak, a mere footnote in the galaxy's vast history. But now, as he watches the humans rebuild, he understands the truth. Earth was never just a planet, it was a death world, a world that had the power to destroy anyone who dared to conquer it. But it was also a world of resilience, a world of fighters who never gave up, no matter the odds. The alien officer watches as Earth's survivors work together, side by side, rebuilding their homes and cities. The humans may have lost so much, but they've gained something far more important, the knowledge that they are stronger than anything that comes their way. Earth, with all its flaws, its unpredictability, and its wild nature, has proven itself to be unstoppable. The officer now knows that Earth's greatest strength isn't just in its technology, its people, or even its powerful environment. It lies in the very heart of humanity, their unyielding spirit, their refusal to be defeated, and their unshakable belief in their right to exist. They are the underdogs, and it is their very nature as underdogs that makes them impossible to defeat. The final scene is one of hope. Humanity stands tall, looking toward the future with confidence. They've faced the greatest challenge they could ever imagine and emerged victorious. And as they rebuild, they know that whatever the future holds, they will face it together. Earth is their home, and they will fight to protect it. They are the survivors, the warriors, and the guardians of the planet. As the sun rises over the horizon, humanity stands ready, knowing that their greatest weapon is not their technology, but their resilience. No matter what comes next, Earth will always fight back.